Hey, welcome back to Homegrown Country Homestead. How y'all doing? Well, I'm fixing to get started this morning in my garden here. We had some rain several days ago, and when the sun comes out, it hardens up the ground around my plants, so I always got to keep busy taking that dirt and loosening up around my plants there. So I want to show y'all how I do that, and also I want to show y'all these little grapevines we got planted right here. We planted 2 of them the other day, me, Summer, and Austin. And this is my little garden up here close to the house. Let me show you here what I'm talking about. You see how this soil gets real hard right there? Put a lot of compost in here, but that clay in the soil still gets real hard. I call it baking, the soil baking around the plants. And what I do is you can see right on all of them right there, see all of them kind of gets hard right there on top. And what I like doing is now y'all don't tell my wife, I'll take a fork out of the house and I just go around my plants and I just start kind of breaking that soil up around them. And I like using a fork because I can get real close to them, break that soil up, and I don't injure my plants. And what I got planted here is squash, some crooked neck squash. And what I'm going to do after I get through breaking up the soil all around the plants, I'll come back with my hoe and I'll break up the dirt all around the mound here. But I like doing this way first because I can get real close to my plants. And it does take a little time doing it, but you know, like I said before, you know, a lot of times if you don't get in your garden and do this little work like this, now if you have real good soil, you know, I'm sure you probably don't have to worry about doing this kind of stuff. But we got to deal with this every year, and I don't mind doing it because I know I'm going to have benefits of good vegetables, but you know, putting that little extra work into it, because if you don't do this, your plants, they just kind of, I guess it gets choked and don't have good air, you know, through the soil and stuff. So this always works good for me. Let me show you right here. This is my little thing of sweet corn I'm doing. I've already planted my field corn down there in the other garden, but I got let's see, about 4 rows of sweet corn here. And I'll just walk you down here real quick. And got my sweet potatoes, not sweet potatoes, my regular potatoes planted right here. And I had to replant them because the first ones they rotted in the ground, and so it looks like, you know, it should be. I had the soil wash away right in here today, and that hard rain we had, and the potatoes, they was sprouting real good already, so I believe they're going to be fine now. And let me just show you right here. Got some of these cabbage plants growing right there. These are, I've got the name of them. I actually had to go and buy these from the let's see where to get them. I believe I got them from Walmart. Was over there, and they had some real nice looking ones, so I bought them. And here's some of these small ones right here that I started, and you might have seen them in one of my earlier videos, and they're not doing too good. I'm not really sure what took place on that, but I don't know if they're really going to do too good this year or not. To be honest with you, they don't look too good. So learn and live, I guess. That's what it's all about. I don't know if I started them too late or what the deal was. They just didn't seem like they want to do too good from the seed, but I'll get it figured out. Like I said, this is the first year started from seed, using anything like that for our plants. We normally always went out and bought them, but my tomato plants, pepper plants, all that's doing real good. So I'm happy about that. But let me show you what I had to do here. If you look down through here, I dug me a trench with my tractor all the way down through here because I knew it was going to be getting that real hard rain. And I planted my field corn down through here. I think I got about 7 rows of field corn. And you can see right there where it washed, and it washed real bad here. And I tell you, I struggle with this every year. It seems like I plant something, especially like my corn or anything down this garden down this area, and it gets washed out, and I always have to go back and replant it 1-2 times a year. So, you know, I try different things, you know, trying to keep them washing, but you know, you can't stop Mother Nature. Whenever, you know, it pours, when it rains, it pours around here, it seems like. It never fails. Every time I put my garden out, that's when it's always going to come a flood when I try to plant my seeds and stuff. But you can see how it washed real bad right in there. It just washing all my topsoil off down through here. And, you know, that's something there I'm going to try to figure out. You know, I've been dealing with it for years and years, and just, I don't know what to do really about it, to be honest with you. I mounded up dirt along my fence over there before, and that kind of helps out, you know, but it wants to hold water when I do that. So I just try different things, you know. That's why I always say, you know, wherever you live, what kind of property you have, you know, you just kind of got to try different things, see what'll work for you, and just deal with what you got, you know. I say our soil's not as good as it should be, and a lot of times, like I say, we'll do what we can, you know, as far as adding stuff to the soil and trying to build it up better. And that's what you gotta do. You just kind of gotta work what you got, you know. Sometimes whenever you think, you know, you got it bad, I tell you what, I always say, you know, there's a lot of people have a whole lot worse than we got it. So, you know, I don't mind putting extra time in, you know, where it be trying to get around my plants, and taking a fork and breaking out hard soil up around my plants. You know, that's what I got to do. You know, if I'm going to have anything to eat, vegetables grow from the garden, you know, that's what I'm going to do. So I just thought I'd bring y'all this little video this morning. Like I say, I do so much stuff around here a lot of times, you know, I don't never bring out the camera because I just get out there and start working. But I said, well, I'll just show you little bits and pieces of what I do around here. And like I say, it's just everyday type stuff, you know, we do. I know today what I'm going to have to be doing is I'm going to have to get my yard mowed. My mom and dad's going to go up there, you know, mow their yard. And I've got to start working on finishing the chicken run up, getting them all set up for the chickens to get turned loose in there. I already started sawmilling my cedar logs down there for me, some cedar wood stakes for my tomato plants and pepper plants. So I might get started working on that today. Still milling wood with my Alaskan chainsaw mill for my wood shed. So, you know, I just jump one thing to the next, you know, around here. And but we'll show you different things we're doing, you know, throughout the summer. But this, you know, early springtime and into the summer months, it gets real busy for us. So you know, we'll be staying busy, you know, tending to the garden and canning, doing all kind of things. But anyway, I want to just show y'all this while I was doing this morning out in my garden, and show y'all the rest of the stuff right here what I've been doing. And I guess the little problems along the way too, you know, that's part of it. You know, I always say I like showing y'all exactly what's kind of going on, you know. I'm not just going to show you the good, I'm going to show you the bad too, you know. I'm going to show you about my potatoes rotting in the ground. Like I said, I put them in the ground, and they, you know, I had a feeling that, you know, I should have looked at long-term forecasts. I done cut my potatoes and everything, and I said, well, I cut them. I can't just let them sit there forever. So put them in there, and we had days and days of rain. And well, I got these planting. I paid a lot of attention to the weather forecast this time. But, you know, this time of year, you never know. You might have 4 days of rain, or you might have 2 days. You might have a couple of days of sunshine, and all of a sudden, you know, you'll have 4 or 5 days of rain. So that's another thing down in this area right in here. I don't know if you can tell, but it takes a while for this garden down in here to dry out. And that's another thing I have to contend with a lot of times. I'm always working around the weather, the rain, and because this ground down here seems like it holds moisture for a long time. And I just gotta get down there a lot of times to get my plant started when it's kind of moist, you know. But like I say, over in the summertime, you know, it's kind of beneficial because it gets so hot, and it does retain some of that moisture, so it does help out during the summertime. But hope y'all enjoyed this video. I know I did a lot of talking this morning, a little bit different for me there, but anyway, I just want to catch y'all up what I've been doing around here. And as always, from my family to yours, y'all have a blessed day. See y'all later. Bye bye.